just about set to go. And today's starter, Antonio Senzatella.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents. Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed.
Murray, there's one. Out. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. And he's out. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Right through there for a strike. Chris, we've seen relocation take place in the Global Baseball League. The Lemurs moved away from Madagascar before landing in Lima. You think we'll ever see league expansion instead of just relocation?
That's a good question, and I think I know the answer. My guess would be yes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ramos settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Jason Churio in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
I think it makes sense for the league to expand. The Global Baseball League wants to live up to its name by being global, and I'm sure they're cooking.
Oh, gets dirty. To his knee, the throw. So 2 down. Cal Raleigh. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. Caught and missed. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Man, oh, man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's his.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber.
Now pitching, Mason Thompson.
Fastball is outside. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Murray throws to first in time. 1 out in the second. Michael Bush getting ready to hit. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone.
And a base hit right there. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that.
1 down. Jose Siri, the next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And the 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Caught up now trying to get to third. And he's got no chance. He's out. Here's Anthony Rizzo now. Runner on the go. In the air, center field. Churio squeezes it. Back here in Egypt. We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And out of here. And we are tied. It's 1-1. Ozzie Albies in the box now. Takes strike one. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. And now Yoan Moncada.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Jose Alvarado. That one's in there, 0-1. In the air, out towards left center. Brings it in for the third out. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Sauer back to work. Hit hard, should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Line drive. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. That one the other way. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. One out, runner at second. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Jackson.
Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball.
That's a ball.
Arise. The runner at second with one away.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Second and third, one away. And delivers outside.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Base hit, left center field. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're up by 3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong.
Counts 1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. High fly ball out towards left center. Santander sizes this one up. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Michael Busch. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. To the right side. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Farrows Field, bottom of the inning, leading off Eddie Murray.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Griffin Jacks.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Struck him out swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Santander in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Outside, and the count even 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Jax is just 1 strike away, and that's downstairs. And the count now even up. And a breaking ball misses outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him, and that's the ball game. 4-1 the final. Welcome to a stadium with one of the best views in the GBL. All right, ready to go here. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. To third. And that's a fair ball.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now it's the shortstop. Ellie De La Cruz. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that drops in for a strike. Chris, every time we visit Cairo, I wonder how they were able to build a baseball stadium that features a view of the pyramids.
Well, it was an old brick building before they built the stadium, but they managed to keep the original brick wall in the outfield.
The left fielder,
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that's outside. Fought off foul. Swing and a foul out of play. To the right side. De La Cruz aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's a little bit high.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jason Churio swings through it for strike one. Throw over to first. De La Cruz dives back in safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound. Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Mason Thompson. And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here is Michael Bush. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Waste no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Jose Siri now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance beat, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Matt Sauer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There goes the runner. Pitch is low. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siri over at second, 1 down. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Churio sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Ted Simmons will hit next. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as a run scores. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Elliot Ramos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Churio makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Carlos Beltran. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Next to hit, Carlos Santana. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Another one. That's 5 straight
The second baseman,
strikeouts.
Ozzy.
And here comes
Albies.
Ozzy Albies to the dish.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Edwin Diaz. He's into the game with the bases empty. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Jordan Leisure.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Arise. The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swings and chases a low one there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
High fly ball, right field. Brings it in. And we're back. Here comes Yoan Moncada. Check swing, called strike. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Eddie Murray, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. They got it for out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Here's Elliot Ramos. And here it comes. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Butler snags it on the run.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Peterson makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. That
1-1.
misses, and now it's even 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. On its way to the corner, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and that is. Now it's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
0-1's the count.
On the ground. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Oh, that's out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Jock Peterson stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball.
In the dirt.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. Peterson swings. Mashes one deep to right. Pulls it in. Back now at Singer Stadium. And here is Kyle Schwarber. And that is out of play. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Caleb Ort. So digging in,
Now
Pete
pitching.
Crow Armstrong.
Caleb Ort.
Double play ball to second, and he can't come up with it. Fired to second, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Here's the second baseman, Michael Bush. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Now he breaks his back. In plenty of time to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third. Jose Siri swings through it for strike 1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Two outs. That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And ring him up. Bottom of the second. Now, Cal Raleigh clips the corner, and that's strike 1. And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And that's fouled off. The 0-1. No score here in the second.
0-2 is the count.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
And the pitch. Base hit into right center. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel.
On the mound now, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Slap the other way, foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's out number 2. On the ground to third. Throw on to Rizzo. And that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Darren O'Day. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. Infield shifted to the pull side. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Ted Simmons.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Elliot Ramos now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Lede makes a nice running catch. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Arias getting ready to hit. Up the middle. Base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Now pitching.
Trent Thornton comes on now. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Slider right there. 2 out, space is empty. And that one moves his feet.
2 strikes.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109.
Runner on the go. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. A 2-run shot, their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. And now it's Jose Siri.
Armstrong.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. That'll end the inning after a lot of. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagining running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Alvarez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Butler around third. The relay to the plate. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple.
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Luis Ariz stands in. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. That's towards center. Lede on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back. Just missed it. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. fouled off. He was late. And it's 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Carew makes the catch. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher in this game, Jack Flaherty.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
2-1.
And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting
Digging
third,
in,
the
J.P.
shortstop,
Crawford.
J.P. Crawford.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. The other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up.
Now this one gets through. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. And downstairs, Peterson off of first with 2 away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Batting sixth,
So up next,
the third baseman,
Josh Smith.
Josh.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos on his way over. Nabs it. And that. Back here in Seoul.
Now
second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and
runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. And the tying run is now in scoring position. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. Now here is Jose Siri. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to Carew. 1 out in the second. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Caleb Ford.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Peterson makes the grab. 2 down, bases empty. Ted Simmons, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 3-1. So the batting order turns over. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. They go back-to-back, and they add a run. It's 4-1. Two outs, base is empty. And now, Luis Arias. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. Line to left. And it gets down for a base hit.
Now batting.
Ellie De La Cruz will hit next.
De La Cruz.
Right side. Carew steps on the bag. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Rod Carew. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Very few would question that Carew was one of the top hitters of the 1970s. Right down the chute, 0-2.
The stats Carew put up from 1972 to 78 were just amazing. It was the prime of his career, won 6 batting titles over the course of 7 years.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball.
Now
so the closer summoned from the bullpen, Goose Gossage. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Taylor Scott.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Schwarber at the plate now as he chases after that one. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. Into center and a base hit. Around second is Schwarber. To third. And that's a double.
He's in there.
The batter.
Back-to-back base hits. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And the batter now, Michael Bush. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. So digging in, Jose Siri. That one missed. There's a swing and a drive. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. One out, runner at second. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Kicks and deals. And it's even up. Siri, the runner at second with one away. On the ground, right side. So Rizzo retired. And now here is Ted Simmons. He's already homered here in this one. That misses. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Laser could be trouble. The run scores from third. It's 7-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
0-1 down. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 8-1.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
He was all over that one. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 9-1. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Two on, 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He'll circle the bases, and they add on. It's 12-1. Trent Thornton on the pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Butler sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Gossage. Pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes.
De La Cruz touches the bag for 1. Relay to first, double play.
The batter,
so they're down to their final out.
Shortstop,
the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to
ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. And that'll do it.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding
Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Brock gets it in quickly, and that holds the go-ahead run at second base.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Luis Ariz stands in. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Man at second.
No, that missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Laser base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. And they lead it. It's 3-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Colin Holderman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here, and it's through for a hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but...
Oh, diving stop. The feed for one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball's going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Crow Armstrong leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Bush, and there's two away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jose Siri now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
Misses inside. Ball one. Now a screamer into the outfield. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's in for a strike. Singy talking about this ballpark for a second. Left-handed pull hitters tend to have a lot of fun here.
Yeah, it's 337 down the line, but the wall comes back to 316 feet before widening back out. Fans miss out on a lot of home run balls without any seats in right field.
Michael Bush, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that drops foul. One out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now batting Jamer Candelario. There's a strike.
One area to pay attention to playing here in Tokyo, Boog, is left center field. It's the deepest part of the park, just under 430.
Threw it by him. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Eli Morgan. The pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brock gets under it. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's going to be Ted Simmons. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. That's to third, and it kicks off the base.
Safe.
To second, but way too late. Safe there.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's
shoots a line drive single into right center. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and the lead is up to 5.
That's back-to-back singles for him.
Now
Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
De La Cruz in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. So a man aboard, and now Kyle Schwarber. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0. 2 outs, nobody on. And now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Hit on the ground to the right side. Foul. And that's just foul. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Look out.
Take your base.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the second baseman, Michael Bush. First offering, runner goes. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. And now it's Jose Siri. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. There's a strike. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, and that's always, that's strike 3. Back here in Tokyo, on to the 3rd inning, and here is Anthony Rizzo. Brazier back to work. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He hammers one out to right. It's 9-0.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Abner Uribe.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. A massive home run. It's 10-0. So back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Check swing,
1-0.
no appeal, and it's 1-0.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Out towards left center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
That's a ball.
Arise. The next to hit takes outside.
Here.
One down, base is empty. That misses
Ball.
the zone. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Smoked on the ground a second. Terang over to first in time. Out number 2. Now a chance for Kyle Schwarber. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. And that's in the dirt.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at bat. Finish this off.
Arise on third with 2 out. Stays alive. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And he beats the throw. He's safe. Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Foul ball there. Two outs. Ball 1 there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Just
Ball.
missed.
That's up.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Ripped on a line to center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Welcome back to the Kaiju Cave as we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting eight.
And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. That's to third. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Larry Walker digs in now. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. What a stop. Gathers and throws. And what a play. Ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong in position and makes the grab. And there's one away. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit. First pitch misses. You know, Singy, it's easy to wonder if fans truly understand the impact travel has on players in this league.
It's fun to play home games in the GBL, but you're gearing up for long travel days whenever you hit the road. It makes recovery a little more tricky, and it's just really time consuming.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. In the air, fairly deep to right field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's a strike. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot. This one in the air, center field. Siri in position. Squeezes it. 1 away. And here is Michael Busch.
The first baseman, Michael Busch.
He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Now here is Jamer Candelario. And that misses.
Inside. That's the ball.
And that's ball 1.
Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. In there at the knees. And a count 2-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front. A new arm into the game. The righty, David Bednar.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ball popped up. De La Cruz puts it away for the out. And now Michael Busch. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. Here comes Anthony Rizzo. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. And he's out. Cut down. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now the DH, Prince Fielder. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bryce Terang, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Now the left fielder, Lou Brock. That's in there. It's 0-1. And ball one.
That's a ball.
So they turn to their closer, Goose Gossage.
Now pitching.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1-2.
Swings through that. And it's Colin Holderman will take over here. Ted Simmons getting ready to hit. Liner caught at second. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
That's a laser base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat. And no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Base knock center field. And now two aboard.
Back-to-back singles, so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just
swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He flexes his power with that swing, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Eli Morgan.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And it's fouled away. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. That's inside.
2-2.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now Pete Crow Armstrong. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. And that's too high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a line out towards center. Into the dive, and he got it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Larry Walker in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And that one sliced foul. Goose is just 1 strike away. A swing and a soft liner. And it's in there. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now at the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes. That's a ball. 2-0.
And that one is inside.
No, ball.
Walker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Bush.
Yeehaw!
There's the strike. Hard hit left side. And that is the ball game. 5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaum.